And welcome to the post-event press conference for BKFC 80 here from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Another fantastic night of fights capped off by Leonardo Perdomo, staying undefeated over Arnold Adams. A lot to get to. We are going to talk to all the big winners, but let's talk to the biggest winner of them all, the president, the founder of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, the one, the only, the legendary David Feldman.
Thanks, Cyrus. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Another great night here at the Hard Rock. Every time we do events, people say, how do you do an event that's going to top this event? And I don't know how it keeps happening, but every event keeps topping the last event, and it was a phenomenal, phenomenal event. Tonight, I don't know if it was our 12th or 13th, I can't remember, but consecutive sellouts. So hats off to all you guys, hats off to the fans, and hats off to the fighters for bringing it and selling tickets and bringing their fans out to make this the biggest combat sport in the world. It is the fastest growing combat sport in the world, and we're very, very proud of that fact that we keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger each and every event, and it's just been an amazing, amazing run for us right now. And there's no stopping in sight. I mean, the remainder of 2025 is just phenomenal with going to 3 or 4 different countries, doing another 10 events, and really establishing our footprint in combat sports. And then 2026, we're launching the $25 million World's Baddest Man tournament. We're launching a new BKFC Fight Club series, and we're just going to keep pushing this thing until it becomes the biggest combat sport in the world, and that will happen. Mark my fucking words. Our awards tonight. So, KO of the night, I gave to JC Rivera, Juan Carlos Rivera. I mean, he slept the guy standing up. I mean, that's impressive. And the kid, we weren't sure about him. He looked sensational his first fight. He looked even better his second fight. And I think he wants to continue and keep pushing forward and be a star with this organization. Performance, a bonus goes to Edgar Plazola. I mean, sensational, sensational performance. Looked unbelievable. And then, you know, I do a little bit of different awards here, and the next award is actually Balls of the Night. I gave that away before, but the Balls of the Night award is sponsored by Ball Boys, and it goes to Gary Fox. I mean, the kid was just unbelievable heart. Wouldn't go down, had every opportunity to quit and didn't. The next award is Performance Award. It's actually, can anybody out here help me get an allergy medicine sponsor? Because Leonardo Perdomo is allergic to the second round. And the guy just keeps knocking people out, so he's getting another Performance of the Night award. I mean, phenomenal night. Very, very happy, and, you know, couldn't be in any better position to keep moving this thing forward. Questions?
Dave, congrats once again. Sellout. You'll be here very soon, October 10th. Ice Wars, not too far from here. Where you can let us know. And secondly, as far as BKFC, any other country, state that you'll be visiting that you have not been? Las Vegas, any chances we're going to get to see BKFC there one day?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I think Vegas is certainly on the radar for 2026. We went over some hurdles that we had to go over, and we fixed everything there. And I think we'll be in the mecca of combat sports, Las Vegas, in 2026, almost definitely. Ice Wars. We're going to see what happens with this. It's a great promotion. They have a lot of great fighters there, and it's happening October 10th down the street at the, I don't know the name of the arena, but the Florida Panthers. Amaranth Arena. The Florida Panthers play there. That's how I know it. But it's going to be a great event. We'll be in the house.
This was my first event with BKFC. I wanted to
What took you so long?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I watch a lot on TV, man, but I got really involved. This has been an amazing trip. I want to talk to you about the Star Spangled Banner. We sing it in the middle of the anthem, and I'm telling you, it made me feel so great with everything going on, man. It was a great time, and that just made everything so much better. So I appreciate that one.
Well, thank you. I think it's a tough time in America right now, and as we just came over the 24th anniversary of 9/11, and then the unfortunate assassination. I think that it's time that we stand up and recognize that we need some help in this country.
Dave, Rudy with Combat Corner. we knew how good Edgar Plazola was, but tonight he put on a clinical performance, surgical out there tonight. Did he even surprise you with how dominant he was? And does he get the next title shot against Kai Stewart?
I mean, he definitely surprised me with how dominant he is. Kai Stewart, I think, is going to have a fight before he fights Plazola, but Plazola's next fight is for the championship. That's 100%. That was done tonight.
You are constantly selling out arenas nowadays, and the first pay-per-view event is coming up in Newark, New Jersey. What does that mean to you to have the first pay-per-view event there?
I just think it's, it's timing, right? Timing is everything. With a lot of people talking about the pay-per-view is dead, I don't think it's dead. I think you have to put on the spectacle of an event to get people to want to pay to watch it, and I think this event on October 4th is that and more. As you saw tonight with these two animals that I have, Mike Perry and Jeremy Stevens, couldn't contain themselves already tonight. They can't wait to knock each other out. They can't wait to hurt each other. They can't wait to create violence on each other, and October 4th it's going to happen.
Thank you for another great show, Dave, right here. Just wanted to know, does Perdomo deserve the title shot next with another first-round finish there?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely in line for the title shot. It depends whether he wants that or not, or, we do have an opportunity for him to really change his life in the tournament we're launching in April, so he might choose to enter that, and if he does, then that's going to be a different direction for him. But I don't think a lot of people can argue that there is a possibility that Leonardo Perdomo is the world's baddest man.
Dave, over here. Two questions. What do you think of Yoel Romero's debut, and do you think a title fight is next for him? It was mentioned in the ring about him potentially facing the winner of Sakara versus Chris Camozzi.
I mean, that is a possibility. I mean, usually we don't jump that fast, but with all the accolades that Yoel Romero has, I think there's definitely a possibility. I thought his performance was great. I thought he took his time. I thought he was going to come out and just start winging punches and try to knock him out fast, but he took his time. He was relaxed. He wanted to learn this, and he said to me, I'm going to just get better and better and better. So, it's hard to believe that a guy at that age looks the way he does and performs the way he does, but hats off to Yoel Romero.
Dave, you said you guys had 12 or 13 consecutive sellouts here in South Florida. What do you think the odds are of expanding to a larger venue here in South Florida? The fans obviously love it here.
I mean, we're working on an unbelievable fight that I think all of Miami's going to be very, very excited about. And if we get that thing done, we're going to have to move to a bigger arena for an event. This is our home. This is our home in South Florida. Hard Rock Seminole is our home, and we'll stay here. But when we have to step up to that big event, we're going to go downtown Miami, and we're going to have a party.
David Soso here from Sports with Soso. This card was completely stacked, top to bottom, and other combat sports usually follow this same format. Is this something that we can continue to look forward from BKFC, where every single fight from the top to the bottom is completely competitive?
So what other combat sports follow this format? Because I don't see anything else as exciting as bare knuckle fighting anywhere in the world. I don't see the competitiveness in these other sports at this time. I mean, listen, I'm a boxing guy through and through. I've been it my whole life. It's hard for me to sit through a lot of these boxing matches lately, but it's not hard for me to sit through. It is actually hard for me to sit through because I want to keep getting up and jumping up and down. These fights are unbelievably exciting. I mean, you talk about men and women that will go out there and just let it all hang out. They do it here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's just a different breed. Again, hats off to all the athletes, boxing, mixed martial arts. Obviously, there's some bad dudes and bad women in those sports, but I don't think there's the competitiveness that there is in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship anywhere else in the world.
Max Angelo fighting Yo. Congrats on another tremendous event. Gary Fox looked like an absolute warrior tonight. Gave it his all. Balls of the night, completely well-deserved. I think he made a lot of fans here in South Florida. How likely is it that he's going to be fighting back here some point down the line and hopefully in another big matchup?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. The guy's an absolute fucking beast. I mean, he is. I said to him in there, I said, you're a bad MFer, man. And he is. And look, this is what I say to the guys. I do a pre-fight speech. You guys aren't all there, but I do a pre-fight speech, and I say, fight your ass off. All I want you to do is fight your ass off. And I told him tonight, I said, I don't care if you lose 5 fights in a row. If you fight your ass off 5 times in a row, you got a job with BKFC. And these warriors fight their ass off, and that's why they're getting bonus. By the way, you weren't here, Gary, but you got balls of the night award.
Looks like Mike Perry wants to speak.
Yeah, what round do you think
You guys want to
knock
do? You want to do it with
Stevens
Jeremy
out in?
Stevens right now? Is that what we're doing, Mike?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gonna be fast, man. He gonna quit.
All right, well, we can close with one more. Thank you, Mike.
So obviously an incredible night of fights inside the ring, but let's talk about outside the ring. We saw Roger Stone in attendance. Can you mention maybe talk about how that came together?
He's just he's a fan of BKFC. A lot of these top political guys are starting to become fans of combat sports, and it's nice to have them at our events. And they're friends of some investors, and it's just great that they were out here because those kind of connections can really help BKFC go to the moon.
Mike, Dave, I know you. I work for you. Dave Feldman, we're about to bring Mike Perry, Jeremy Stevens up in a minute. So before we let you go, just talk about, you've told me privately how excited you are about the Newark, New Jersey card and how they're main eventing King of Violence. Just talk about that, then we'll bring Mike up.
I mean, I'm very excited about it. Look, a lot of people said, Jeremy Stevens is too small. Jeremy Stevens stepped up and, broke Eddie Alvarez's face in the last fight. I think he broke his jaw. And prior to that, Mike Perry also broke a facial bone on Eddie Alvarez. So they have two things in common. And Eddie Alvarez is a bad dude. So that's not easy to happen. So you got these two warriors that really don't know how to back up. Neither of these guys know how to back up. And I think it's going to be one of the best fights that you've ever seen come October 4th. Thank you, guys.
Let's, as Dave makes his way down, if you're interested in coming, BKFC.com, get those tickets for Newark, New Jersey. It's going to be an amazing card with the King of Violence, the Queen of Violence, Frankie Edgar, debuting for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship against Jimmy Rivera. And right now, let's bring him up. The current King of Violence is going to be in Newark, New Jersey. It's Platinum Mike Perry. If you have a question for Platinum Mike Perry, raise your hand. I'll come right over to you. Before we get started, though, Mike, do you have anything you'd like to say? I mean, you were trying to ask questions before. Would you like to open it up? Say hello to everybody? Talk to them?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for, being here. And great job to all the fighters tonight, man. They really put it out there. Bare Knuckle always putting on a great show. David Feldman keeps killing it back to back, and I'm just proud to, be considered somewhat the face of this organization. And, I love the brutality of punching somebody with no glove on. I think it's quite the experience. And, I just can't wait to do it again October 4th.
Max Calendro fighting Yo. This is a great matchup that we're all really looking forward to, but I see it's gotten very personal between you two. Can you elaborate a little bit? What makes this fight more personal for you than even some of the previous matches?
It's a personal business, man. When you're punching each other in the face and stuff, you're trying to change people. And, I'm someone that I like to, give my opponents a piece of myself and take a piece from them. Something that always remember me by. So it's always been a personal business and a personal job of mine and even before this fight got made, I've been training so hard and I've been dieting and I just been wanting to be the best version of myself, period. So with or without the fight, that was happening. And now I get to compete.
Ron with Savage Combat Sports Media. Tonight, that action that happened in the crowd, how did that fuel your anger and your push toward this King of Violence match?
Savage Combat Sports Media, my dog. Hey, look, man, Savage Combat Sports for a savage combat athlete, man. I like to get violent, bro, like I do, because that's just kind of how the game goes. And when I train, I walk people down, and I get tons of respect from lots of incredible athletes and fighters. And, being a martial artist is an honorable thing. And then, there's this switch that you can hit when it's time to fight, and I can really get mean, like I don't know, you said something about my mama or something, like, for real. So I can really turn it on, man, and I look forward to showing y'all the best Platinum Mike Perry you've ever seen.
There was a little tussle back and forth in the ring earlier. How did you feel facing off with him tonight. And if he does drag you into a 5-round war, do you trust your gas tank over his?
All day. I hold my breath during the rounds. Like, I'll just and throw some shit and like just hold my breath and just have fun in there. So, you know, I hit sprints in the ring, and I can do that for 5 or 6 rounds. I'm always training the 6 2-minute rounds just in case we get a good little scrap going. And I just didn't feel anything from him tonight. I feel like maybe that could be him, obviously being a 40-time professional athlete. You know, I felt like he looked confused at times, like he was wondering where it might go, and I was kind of waiting for something. I kind of threw an OT and didn't let it go. It was kind of stuck right there before his face. I was waiting for him to hit me, and like we touched foreheads, so then I got pissed and pushed him with my forehead, and I was waiting for the return. I was waiting for him to hit me or something, but maybe it's just the professionalism of an experienced guy. You know, I look forward to seeing the violence on the 4th, but if I'm going to make a pick, I think, you know, I'm going to make him quit.
Mike, Rudy with Combat Corner. Is there anything in Jeremy Stephens that you have to watch out for? And what round are you predicting that you will win this fight in?
I mean, I guess I got to watch out for the left and right, but I'm super confident in my skills, my training, my movement, my speed, my athleticism, my ability to be my best self. I want to move better. I look at comments, you know, things people say about me, but they can never understand me because I'm me, and I barely understand me. So I'm still learning about myself, and I'm still enjoying that. And you know, really, honestly, there's nothing I need to look out for. He can hit me. He can have the best night of his life, and it's not going to be enough to beat me. I'm going to beat his ass, period.
What's up, Mike? Really, how do you stay motivated? You got so much going on in your life all the time. How do you stay motivated and hungry and ready to kill this man?
It's actually really great to stay busy and like be productive. You know, my wife does a lot with the kids and taking them to school, and I definitely try to be a part of those things. And then I also got to get my training and my diet. It just having a goal and reaching for something, because it's terrible when you don't have nothing to do. Like times, you know, coming here, it's like in my hotel room, I'm like, oh man, I kind of got to wait a couple hours. Like I could go downstairs and what? Do I gamble for a little bit for what? You know, I'm not drinking right now. So I got to learn how to be a person when I'm not drinking, when I'm being extra healthy. But I'm enjoying the process of being so healthy and being so like gaining strength and all these things and being clean and not drinking and eating healthy. So it's all just to be my best. Like that's why Cyrus said tonight when I did the interview before the fights, really, he was like, oh, you seem chill. I'm like, because I'm focused. I guess I'm growing up a little bit. It's kind of late. I'm like 33. I'm about to turn 34 like in a day or two. And so, you know, let's rock, bro. Let's fucking go, bro. I'll smash this table with my forehead, dog. I'll break it in half, bro. It's there all the time. It's always there. I don't have to dig into that.
So while Jeremy's still in the room, do you have any last message for him?
Man, get your will ready, dog. Write a list. Write a list of stuff you want your fam to do for you. After you can't fucking not move or talk no more and shit, you're going to be crippled. Thanks, Jeremy, for taking the fight. It's nice to have an opponent, dude, but I'm going to smash your face in. Thanks, buddy.
All right, October 4th, BKFC.com for tickets. More on how to watch the King of Violence. Platinum Mike Perry putting his King of Violence title on the line against this next man we're going to bring up, Jeremy Low Heathen Stephens. An amazing performance in Philadelphia at Knucklemania 5. against Eddie Alvarez, and we're going to see. He just continues to be great, and now he's challenging for, of course, the King of Violence, October 4th in Newark, New Jersey, BKFC 82. So let's talk to him. Jeremy Loheathan Stevens up here now. Jeremy, just like Mike did, first of all, I mean, he was just talking to you. Would you like to respond to those comments?
No, I think what he said is pretty real. You know, that's what you get with the opponent, you know? Scary Barry.
All right. Do you have any words for, just as you sit down, to say hello? Would you like to get anything off your chest before we go to the questions?
No, just thanks everybody for having me. The staff, David Feldman, Cyrus, everybody in the BKFC staff has just been incredible to me. I love working with you guys. I've worked all over the world, traveled, lots of fights. This is an incredible event. I really think that BKFC has something fucking special here, and I can't wait to people really get behind it, start dumping some fucking money into it like the Fertittas, so we can get guys like me from the UFC, real fucking bangers. None of this one fucking punch, you go out. Like, that's I don't quit, fellas. Like, come on. You know what the fuck I do. I put people in fucking body bags. I mean, I've been doing this my whole fucking life. Breaking skulls, snapping brawls, and breaking jaws since '86, bitch. It's what I do. You know, it's like, that's why, you know, I get paid the big bucks. That's why I'm the 45er taking on the bigger guy. No one wants to fight me. No one wants to fight him. I've had a delusion. I had a dream, the fastest way to financial freedom, and this is it. This isn't just a fucking check. I'm here to break this dude's neck and move on to an opportunity to whoop the fucking boss in the White House or over here. I'm not signed. So it's like, I do what the fuck I want, when I want, how I want, and I say it, and I go out and I do it. And thank you guys for the support. You guys are in for a real fucking treat in Newark.
Definitely looking forward to it. Now, you hear how he's talking over there. Where are you willing to take this, and how deep are you willing to go with this fight, man?
I'm willing to go the lengths. Like, you guys don't get it. You know, like, you guys got Frankie Edgar coming in here. I think the dude's got brain damage. You know, that's not even a fucking joke. Like, if I was his friend, I'd be like, don't take the fight. You guys think it's fucking funny. I'm the one risking my life, risking my health, risking it all on the fucking line to prove myself right. Everybody's doubted me. Everybody's counted me out. Last time, Eddie Alvarez, my own promoters are going against me. Like, step into my fucking world and, like, go in there and fucking crack someone's jaw like the way I did. And you tell me where I'm at. I've been doing this shit since I was a fucking kid, putting people on my ass. Head kick knockouts, flying knees. I mean, you fucking name it. Ground and pound. Bloodiest fight in history. Elbows. Like, I'm not scared of Perry. Everybody else is. I think I'm smarter. I'm faster. And he's just got the status. I'm coming here to fucking prove I'm the baddest motherfucker in combat sports history and the bloodiest combat sports right now. That's me. I'm him.
Rodolph from Bare Knuckle News. Jeremy, what sets Perry apart from all these other opponents that you had? Of course, he could take a punch. He has a lot of guts and a lot of heart. But what really sets him apart? It's like, okay, I need to work on this so I can counter what he gives me.
I don't give a fuck about what he's doing, dude. He's sloppy, fucking swinging. Dude, I'm worried about me doing me. I'm worried about paying my motherfucking bills. You don't pay my bills. You don't pay my bills. You ain't in my fucking walls. I don't give a fuck about you. So I don't worry about you. I'm in the fucking zone right now, dude. It's a focus. It's a drive. It's a discipline. It's a fuck you attitude. I don't care. Y'all going against me. You think he's bigger. You think he's badder. Watch what the hardest hitting 45er goes and fucking does. I've been fucking doing showstoppers since I fought on undercards when Cain Velasquez and all these other dudes, like, people remembered my fucking name. They'd be like, damn, where's all that blood coming from? I was the first fight on the card. People are always going to remember my fucking name. It's forever etched in the history books. And I got to take out another legend and put him on my fucking wall.
Jeremy, Rudy with Combat Corner. How do you approach a fight with a guy who's, you know, got a lot of weight on you? Is it a movement thing, or are you going to come straight forward at him?
Yeah, I think, I believe that I'm just better. I'm faster. I'm stronger. I'm mean. I'm gritty. I can take a fucking shot too. Look at this big noggin. You know, I'm just as scary. I'm not just. I said this when I fought Do Ho Choi. They're like, man, he's got a great chin. Those Asian cats, man, they got a great chin. Well, hey, bro, if you want to test your chin against me, good luck. I'm in great fucking shape. I can do that all 5 rounds. Skills, good defensive, precision, power, footwork, rhythm breaking, timing, speed. You know, I'm in love with this boxing process. And I've been coming over to boxing for a while. Then I got into bare knuckle. And I feel like me falling in love with that process has really showed up when it comes down to taking off all the gloves. You know, when I was a kid, man, I was bullied a lot. I had to travel around different schools, garbage bag full of clothes, smelling smoke, seeing my mom get beat up. You know, I had a fucking crazy upbringing, and I'd always, like, be in the funeral or the shelters and see a cross spinning and be like, damn, like, why, God, why? I grew up inside the UFC. Guys should have beat me. I beat him like Perry. Mean, toughness, grit. I fucking beat Rafael Dos Anjos, fucking knocked him, snapped his fucking jaw off. Like, tons of guys that should have beat me, I beat them on grit. I've grew up inside the UFC. It was on my 21st birthday. I've had a hell of a career in MMA, and now I get to take the gloves off and go back and protect that loving, light little boy who's got a lot of fucking skills to pay the bills. So this is a little bit more like, this is my journey, my time, God's timing, what I've been through, what I've had to do, going up against my own fucking promoters, rubbing Eddie's nuts, all that shit, dude. So I had to go break a fucking jaw. And you guys think it's funny, but I actually reached out to Eddie, like after that fight, because everybody's like, I didn't even post a picture like I broke his jaw. I reached out to him immediately. This is the fucking game we're playing. I don't play games. Everybody's playing this fucking Monopoly. Bro, I pick the fucking board up and I throw it off the table and I smack motherfuckers in the mouth. That's what I do. And I'm home here at BKFC. I love it here.
Hey, Chad, Max Calangelo fighting Yo. In my opinion, I think this may be the most violent, most entertaining fight that BKFC has ever seen. How prepared are you to go through the gates of hell with Mike Perry?
I've been training this for my whole life. You guys see me, man. You guys see me when I first started out. I was just a big brawler. Then I got head kicks. I got flying knees. I developed myself. I believe in the Charles Darwin theory. It's not the strongest or the smartest. It's the person who can adapt to change that'll survive the longest. That's me. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly getting better. I'm in killer shape, and I got the skills to pay the bills. I'll beat this motherfucker tonight. We stepped in there.
We have time for one more back here.
Jeremy, good to see you. Jeremy with the Throwing Hands podcast. Glad to see you back on another big card, October 4th, sorry. If you get the win, are we going to be looking forward to Cheeks Clap in the remix?
When I get the win, and yeah, you'll hear Cheeks clapping. I got some other shit coming out on Spotify called Rick Rude. I'm having some fun on the outside of things, but Cheeks clapping, that was a real thing. She was pecker pinching my shit at the fighter retreat. That's why he's really mad, fellas. Y'all, he don't want to say it, because if you really want to go there, she was clapping them cheeks.
Lil Heathen.
Those are facts. That ain't nothing to sell a fight. That's actual facts. Where's the X now?
Man, you make me laugh. Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens, October 4th, going for the King of Violence title against Platinum Mike Perry. It's going to be a banger. You get your tickets, find out more how to watch it, BKFC.com. Jeremy, thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate
Thank
you
you,
taking time.
media, everybody, BKFC. God bless. Thank you guys so much. You guys are in for a fucking treat. Believe it.
Well, I believe it. I know they all do too at home, because it's going to be one of the greatest shows we ever put on. Very excited about it. Thank you, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. Again, going for the King of Violence title against Mike Perry, October 4th. Next up, a guy that had an amazing night tonight, an amazing career so far with BKFC. You heard David Feldman give a performance tonight. He got a big win tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the knockout king. He's the knockout artist. I mean, they don't get past the first round with him. Leonardo El Zombo Perdomo. Here he comes up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, make him feel welcome. As he sits down, if you have a question, put your hand up, and I'll come right over to you.
You haven't been past the first round yet. We're going to see you go for that title. I'm excited to see it. Are you looking forward to the title shot?
No me doy cuenta que nadie ha pasado del primer round. ¿Estás pensando en coger una oportunidad por el título?
Everybody know, like, Burn Forward scare me, you know. I don't, what is it? Not today, apurado.
I'm not in a rush.
Okay, when BKFC gave me opportunity for the title, okay, but Ben Forward is a little boy. For now, bro, get the okay.
What did this performance say about you compared to the first fight?
Lo que decir esta noche, cómo se compara con otras peleas que tú has tenido anterior.
Sorry, not new, cause all my fight. They're similar, because I wanna kill whole opponent, you know.
Sambo aquí, felicidades. Respóndeme en español, por favor. Después de la primera caída, ¿pensaste que ya era cuestión de tiempo o tú crees que te iba a durar un poco más como la vez anterior con lo que pasó? ¿Te diste cuenta? ¿Pensaste que se iba rápido el hombre?
Yeah, Sambo, after you knocked him down the first time, did you think that he was going to get up again and the fight was going to go on, or do you think that it was over?
Vikingo, bendiciones, hermano, y gracias por la pregunta en español. Yo la verdad, yo salgo a hacer lo mismo siempre, ¿sabes? A matar rápido y con explosive power, que es my condition. Yo no pienso, la verdad. ¿Sí? Not think anytime, because it is what it is. Okay? All fighters, all opponents, similar for me.
Yeah, Vikingo, thank you for your Spanish question. Yeah, I treat every fight the same way. And when you guys see the results in the ring, that shows that all the hard work and dedication that I do. So I'm not a cocky person. I'm just confident, I'm secure, because I know I put in the work. To me, it's always the same approach, and that's how you guys are seeing the same result.
¿Crees que Ben Rothwell te tiene miedo y crees
For
que esa
sure.
pelea se va a dar? Do you think
For
Ben
sure.
Rothwell is scared of you, and do you feel like he's gonna take the
Yeah,
fight?
for sure. For sure. For sure. Cuando alguien sabe que tú lo quieres matar, esa persona se pone pálida. La muerte va para arriba de ti. ¿Ok?
Yeah, when they really know in their heart that the other person is trying to kill them, their true colors will come out. And he's just a scary, big little boy.
En
Si
español,
se da
para
la
ti.
pelea, le parto la cabeza, ¿sabes? O para arriba de eso, y yo la quiero. Lo que pasa es que BKFC me abrió las puertas, me dio la oportunidad de hacerme profesional, de crear un nombre, el Sambo, y entonces yo tengo que esperar por la oportunidad que ellos me den. Esto es un proceso donde es poco a poco, y entonces yo, con la oportunidad de ir creciendo con la liga y ayudar a la liga que crezca al igual, you know?
Yeah, when I arrived at this country, BKFC gave me the opportunity to become a Sambo. And honestly, yeah, I'll break his head, when I get the chance. But, I do have to respect the process, and whatever BKFC says, that's what we're going to do. Well, that's what he's going to do.
All right, last one for Leonardo Perdomo back here.
¿Es tu objetivo terminar cada pelea en el primer asalto?
Do you do it on purpose that you want to finish that you finish every fight before the first round ends?
No, ahora dímelo en español.
Tú lo haces a propósito, que tú te estás planificando y se está dando que tú vas a noquear a todo el mundo en el primer round.
No, yo no planifico. Yo actúo. O sea, yo voy, yo ataco. Es lo que yo le digo a ustedes. Esto no es un juego. Esto es bare knuckles. You know? Mata o serás matado. You know?
Yeah, honestly, I don't do too much planning. I just act. Actions speak louder than words. And this is a sport that is really violence. Is kill or be killed.
Leo, para terminar en algo con alegría, to end with something a little bit more fun, ¿cuál es más difícil para usted? ¿Terminar la pelea rápido o encontrar cuál traje te va a poner para la noche? What is the harder fight for you? Finding how to finish your opponent in the first round, or what suit to wear tonight?
Yo en verdad, ¿sabes? Mira, quien me viste a mí y se encarga de eso es Papito, alias Papito. Él sabe, eso es algo que... Pero esta vez tuve la oportunidad de alguien especial, ¿sabes? Que ¿sabes? Persona allegada a este vínculo que es BKFC. Tuvieron la acción de mandar a confeccionar este traje por mí, y como ustedes ven, caer algo lindo y...
There they are. There's the shoes. Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
can I translate?
Please
All right.
go ahead.
Yeah, this man to his left, which is me, he said I'm the one who dresses him. I want everyone to know that for every fight, I buy him a brand new suit. But this one time, BKFC, took the honor to make this custom-made suit for him. To be honest with you, out of the last fight that I found him eight suits, I've been looking for a red suit and I can't find it anywhere. And BKFC did it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, thank you, BKFC. Thank you, Andy Hall, Sergio. Thank you, Kevin Smith, and of course, Dave Feldman. Thank you for everything, man. God bless you.
And I think I echo the fans. Thank you for another great performance. Your career is on the way to the moon. Congratulations. Give it up for Leonardo El Zabo Perdomo. Thank you for joining us. Wow, what a knockout tonight. As always, we're getting used to it. So the next one up I want to bring, of course, from the co-main event, another great performance of the night, another big win. Ladies and gentlemen, he calls himself the Dream Killer. Let's bring up Edgar Plazola.
It is for Disney Plus and media from Nicaragua. Esto es para la televisora Disney Plus y para la prensa de Nicaragua. Edgar, ¿cómo resumís la construcción de una victoria tan imponente el día de hoy ante un rival que mostró mucha dureza a lo largo de la pelea? ¿Cómo resumís todo lo que pasó el día de hoy? How do you summary all that happened in the fight tonight?
Siento que la pelea no pudo ir mejor. Tuve la oportunidad de enfrentarme a un oponente muy fuerte. Esta es la primera pelea que va hasta el final, todos los 5 rounds. Y muy contento con mi performance porque pude demostrar que tengo todas las agallas para representar mi tierra, Nicaragua. I'm very happy with the performance, and I'm extremely proud, of everything that I did tonight. I gotta take my hat off to my opponent, very tough opponent. It gave me a great performance and gave me the opportunity to represent my country, Nicaragua.
Edgar, Rudy with Combat Corner. First, you're the nicest fighter I've ever met. What will it take to get you to say something mean about somebody? But that's more of a joke. But 5th round, you're winning the fight clearly, and you went for the knockout. I mean, you went after Gary Fox. He is so damn tough. Talk about that 5th round and how tough he was and trying to put him away, because that was an absolute banger in the 5th round.
Man, very tough opponent. I don't know how he stayed up. I landed really hard shots to the body, to the head. For a second, I felt that he was completely out. But he stayed up. He did say I was not gonna KO him clean. And he kept his word. I'm happy because, I do take a lot of pride, on finishing all my fights. And as you say tonight, that's my goal, like from belt to belt, I'm always looking for the finish. I hope everybody's happy with the performance. And I feel that at the end of the day, the fans are the winners, like they get to enjoy the show. And for my future opponents, they very respect exactly the same, I'm going to continue looking for the finishes and total domination.
Edgar, Island Kurtovich from Knuckles and Knives and Throwing Hands podcast. Just want to know, was Gary Fox your toughest opponent to date? And I forget the other one. Yeah, was he the toughest opponent to date?
Well, he's the opponent that took, one of my best shots, so I definitely had to say yes, definitely.
Are you ready for Kai Stewart next? Or what fight or name would you look forward to, if not?
I've been ready for Kai Stewart. I don't think he's going to be able to take the power, to take the speed and the technique that I'm bringing to it, But like David Feldman said, all I see is gold right now. If he has other plans, move up, to 155, he can send me the bell by mail or vacate the bell, because I did say to my daughters that I was going to bring that bell home, so I'm definitely ready for that bell.
One more here for Edgar.
Soso here with Sports with Soso. Your whole BKFC career has shown your growth not only as a fighter but as a contender in this weight class. You've never been one to call anything out. All you've done is put in the work consistently. Was this the epitome of your career so far in BKFC? Because what we saw tonight in your first 5-round fight was completely amazing.
Well, yeah, like co-main event of the night, it tells me that I'm doing something good, right? Like, definitely my goal is to put my name out there, and of course, be the next phase of this amazing promotion that is BKFC.
All right, thank you, Edgar. Great performance tonight. It was amazing.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. I want to say, all glory to God, Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be able to be here. And to David Feldman and BKFC for making the best combat sport promotion and putting us out there.
Well, thank you for a great fight. We appreciate you. Give it up for Edgar Plazola, another BKFC superstar on the top, going to the top. And great fight tonight. We talked about earlier with David Feldman. He presented Gary Fox, Edgar's opponent, with the Balls of the Night award from Ball Boys. You get the Balls of the Night award, and you definitely deserve it. Gary Fox, head on up there. Let's talk to Gary. All right, if you have a question for Gary, put your hand up. I'll come right over and see you.
Gary, we become like brothers the last couple of weeks, huh? We've become real close together. How was your trip to the USA, and are you willing to come back and come see us again?
Oh, yeah, I love the USA. I love the people here. I had a great time. Thank you for your help. You put me under the saunas and steam and ice bath place and that. Yeah, it's been brilliant. And all the American people are lovely people and very, very helpful. And I'll definitely come back.
Gary, Rudy with Combat Corner. Talk about tonight's fight. I mean, this was a banger. You guys went back and forth.
Yeah.
And the experience with fighting here at the Hard Rock.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great fight. I didn't feel out of my depth. Like after we were planning on round one. He comes out dominates usually in round one, and I was happy after round one. It's just the cuts I picked up during the fight, mid-fight, started affecting my vision, and it's a bit of a hard. It's a bit of like an uphill climb. When your vision's blurred. My cornerman said, "Can you see okay?" But obviously, I said yes, but obviously it was just, don't get me wrong, I could see out my eye, but it was just the blood blurring the vision, and it's hard work. But it is what it is. Fair play, take your hat off to Edgar Plazola. He was a better man tonight.
How are you, Chad? Max Calangelo fighting you. Thank you so much for giving us such a tremendous fight. How much pride do you take in that toughness, and where does that toughness come from? You gave it your absolute all, and it was remarkable that you showed so much heart tonight, so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. I haven't got an ounce of quit in me, I don't know where I get it from. It's just not the way I'm built, it's not the way I am. I'm a fighting man. And these things happen in fights, cuts change fights, and anything can happen. It's just one of them things, could be a different outcome on every other night, but it was Edgar Plazola's night tonight.
Hey, Gary, first of all, congratulations on Balls of the Night award. I've never heard that before, and that's incredible. I talked to Ben Bonner, and he had told me that there's a lot of tough guys coming from your side of Britain. I wanted to know, how does this change your sights towards Kai Stewart now that you've come over here and fought an American in our homegrown bare-knuckle fighting?
I had nothing against Kai Stewart, we speak and stuff, it's just, he's the man at the weight, he's the man who I was looking like I was going to be fighting, it's just, there's nothing personal in this, you know what I mean? Like I said, we'll go again, I love it, it's the way I live, the way I absolutely love it, but at the minute I look like fucking Quagmire. I've just turned myself in that fucking mirror there. Look at my cheek, man. I feel like going giggity.
Hell of a fight tonight, but I want to know, what are your future plans as a UK featherweight champion?
Well, we'll just see what like I said, at the minute, I've picked up some cuts, and I don't know what some damage is, if there's any damage with my jaw, what, you know, it doesn't feel, I've just been eating some popcorn there. I don't know, but I'm gonna stay healthy, relax, rest up, and like I said, there's no plans yet, but like I said, when the phone goes, we'll speak. Me, you know, me best pal, me coach. You know, I've got a good team around me, and whatever looks like a good decision, we'll take. I mean, I love this, and the way this is fighting. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things, isn't it? I mean, I'll come and lay it all on the line, and I fucking love it. Do you know what I mean? And if I'm entertaining you lot, and I'm entertaining people, you know, I've got fans in America now, and you know, I get messages all day from all over the world, and it's just something I love doing anyway. Do you know what I mean? And people enjoy watching it, so I've got no plans on finishing yet.
Well, you heard him earlier, Dave Feldman, saying that Gary Fox has the biggest balls of them all. The Balls of the Night Award sponsored by Ball Boys, and we appreciate you stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, great fight tonight. Give it up for Gary Fox. And next up to the chair, I want to talk to a guy that had an incredible bare knuckle fighting championship debut tonight. I mean, everybody was waiting for it, and we got to see it, and we weren't disappointed. Give it up for Yoel Romero. He's here, and he's going to take some questions here in just a couple minutes.
Yoel, felicidades. ¿Cómo se sintió competir sin los guantes? How'd you feel competing without the gloves?
Mi hermano Segura, hace muchos años que venimos juntos. Entonces, gracias a ti también y a todos los que están presentes acá. Para mí es un honor poder todavía estar ejerciendo esta actividad que vengo, o sea, deporte de artes marciales, por más de 40 años. Y primeramente darle gracias a Dios por conservarme, mantenerme activo y aún pudiendo hacer lo que estoy haciendo. Es una bendición estar acá en Bernoco.
Thank you, and first thank God for everything that has happened to me, and I've been in this game for a long time, and I'll still come.
Yoel, ¿te gustaría pelear por el título? Te ofrecieron esa pelea ahí en el ring. ¿Qué estás pensando ahora mismo? Déjame y hago la traducción. Yoel, they suggested a title fight while you were in the ring. Is that something you want next? What do you want as your next step in BKFC?
Suena tentador, ¿no? Suena tentador siempre que, acuérdense, pelear, discutir, el mayor galardón en lo que tú te ejerces, en lo que tú trabajas, y darte la posibilidad del mayor galardón siempre es tentador, ¿no? Pues nada, pues si es lo que ellos ponen en la mesa, I am ready.
Sounds very tempting, and of course, when you fight and you discuss something like that, it would always be an honor, but I'm ready for whatever they put on the table for me.
Yoel, Soso, aquí, gracias. ¿Cuál es el ejemplo que tú quieres dejar aquí en BKFC con tanta experiencia que usted tiene en el mundo de pelear? What is the example that you want to leave here at BKFC with your vast experience in combat sports?
Bueno, mira, en realidad yo nunca hago nada por dejar una enseñanza o por dejar un camino. No. Eso no es mi pensar, no es que yo me levante al día y pienso esto, no. Es simplemente que creo que a lo que Dios me ha dado encomienda. Todo hay un propósito. Dios es el que tiene al hombre con propósitos en la vida. Ahora, si me dan este propósito, lo voy a hacer con la mayor disciplina posible.
I don't wake up and think about this. It's what God has for me and the purpose that God has for me, and I will continue to do that.
Max Condrol, the Fighting Yo, congratulations on a very impressive victory. Your opponent was a little tricky early on. It took you some time to really adjust, but you got him out of there very effectively in round 2. Getting used to the BKFC rules and styles, what adjustments are you planning to make for your next fight?
Tu oponente salió y tú en 2 rondas lo acabaste. ¿Qué es lo siguiente para ti en BKFC y cómo piensas continuar?
Mi respeto para mi oponente. Creo que las personas que me conocen, que saben de mi carrera, saben que soy bien, me gusta estudiar al atleta, no soy de salir a comerme la comida, por decirlo así, de una. Me gusta estudiarlo, me gusta disfrutar lo que estoy haciendo. Para el día de mañana, cuando lo vuelva a hacer, saber qué terreno estoy pisando.
My respects for my opponent. I'm a person who likes to study my opponent. I just don't go out swinging. I actually wait and study his movements, study what it has to be done in order to achieve the goal.
Y el futuro del hombre, ¿sabes? En este caso es mío. Dios sabe lo que hay en mi corazón. Dios sabe lo que hay en mi corazón. Si la directiva de esta gran compañía me pone frente a pelear por el cinturón, me voy a preparar para tal y que Dios me bendiga.
God knows what is in my heart, and if the directives of this great company puts the title fight on the line, well, I'll be there and I'll train and I'll demonstrate that I am worthy of it.
First and foremost, congratulations on your win and on your debut fight. My question is, what was the instrument you were playing on you when you were walking out to the ring?
Felicitaciones en la pelea y mi pregunta es, ¿qué instrumento estabas tocando cuando saliste?
Eso se llama shofar. Es un shofar y lo usaba y aún lo sigue usando el pueblo de Israel para salir a la guerra. Cuando tocaba en el shofar tenía varios motivos, y por el cual uno de los motivos que ellos lo tocaban era cuando iban a salir a la guerra, diciéndole a Dios, bendíceme, también protégenos y levanta la mano en victoria. Y eso fue lo que hice.
¿De Cuba?
¿El shofar? No, es de Israel, hibrio, son de los hebreos.
The instrument is called shofar and is used by the Israelis to prepare for war. It has several uses, and I use it to come out, and I keep on playing this instrument.
Island Kordovich from Knuckles and Knives and Throwing Hands podcast. Yoel, I'm just curious to what made you get into bare knuckle, and I also want to know what you thought of El Zombo's performance.
Tengo curiosidad, ¿qué te hizo entrar a bare knuckle y qué piensas de la pelea de Zomba? Zambo.
El ser humano siempre tiene retos. Estamos hechos con las decisiones, somos de libre albedrío y en esas decisiones siempre tenemos retos en la vida. Hace mucho tiempo, mis managers estaban tratando de negociar con Dave y llegamos a un acuerdo y ya había salido del UFC, estaba saliéndome del Bellator y pues no, claro que sí, me gustó lo que estaban poniendo arriba de la mesa y aquí me tiene.
It's been quite a while since I've spoken with Dave, and I was exiting Bellator. I already exit UFC, and human beings have different types of challenges, and that's what makes us who we are.
Y creo que la labor de mi coterráneo, de mi compañero de Cuba, fue espectacular. Él profetizó algo, dijo algo y lo consumió, lo hizo valer. Creo que estaba peleando al frente de un gran gladiador también. Creo que el muchacho con el cual Sambo peleó es 2 veces campeón de esta compañía, ¿cierto? ¿Correcto? Ok. Entonces, creo que derrotar a un hombre de la forma que lo está haciendo el Sambo en las 2 veces que se enfrentó a él, creo que es digno de aplaudir y de quitarse también el sombrero, ¿no? Creo que es un verdadero contendiente a discutir el título mundial con este monstruo de ¿cómo es? Barrel Rower.
I believe my Patriot Zambo did an excellent performance. And to stand up and fight against a 2-time champion like his opponent is worthy of admiration. And I think it's considerable for us to fight for the title.
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. A heck of a debut tonight. Yoel Romero, thank you for being up here. Thanks for stopping by. Some great questions. Thank you.
Gracias a todos ustedes. Dios los bendiga muchísimo. See you soon, guys.
We hope to see you soon, too. All right, good for Yoel Romero. What a debut tonight here for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Next up, I want to bring out a guy putting people to sleep. The knockout of the night. Let's bring up Juan Carlos Rivera.
Paradise.
JC, Rudy with Combat Corner, man. Have you ever knocked anyone out like that where they're just standing up?
Yeah, but not on live television.
Ron from Savage Combat Sports Media, Baby Hawk. First of all, congratulations on that knockout tonight. It had to be some kind of record in 22 seconds. How does it feel being a homegrown Florida bare-knuckle fighter coming out of the Prospect Series and fighting your way up here at the Hard Rock Hollywood and up through this promotion? And I see you as a future champion. How does that feel?
It feels amazing to, come out of the BKFC Prospect Series. I fulfilled my end of the bargain and the company's, fulfilling their end. I trust the process. I just love to be here, I'm grateful. All glory to God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I go to the drawing board every single time. I train, I assess my opponent, and I go back home and I talk with the family and friends, and we just prepare, We prepare for war. We prepare to let it all out, We understand that in this sport, if you're going to sign up for it, there's going to be cuts, there's going to be blood. Don't keep them knees on the ground, You guys come to this sport, make sure you come correct, man. This ain't no play. Like, you dealing with real fighters, people who have real backgrounds, and, social media and the media is cool and all, but there's some real life killers out here that represent, Jesus Christ. So I want you guys to know the devil didn't win the fight, he lost.
Juan Carlos Soso here with Sports with Soso. Such an impressive victory. Your first fight was against a very experienced BKFC fighter. Your second fight, another BKFC experienced fighter. You go out there and look impressive in both of those fights. I was telling your trainer earlier tonight how impressive you looked from your first fight to your second fight. What has the growth been personally for you inside this sport where you're so good at it?
I would say improvisation. A lot has been going on in my life. A lot of people see me on social media, have their own input and stuff, their own feelings and stuff like that. But us fighters, we go through a lot that the media and people don't see, and we do it alone. And sometimes we go through trials and tribulations with friends, family, people that come close to us, lie to us, manipulate us. My whole life I've been dealing with the trials and tribulations that we all got to go through. And honestly, like I said, I go back to my Bible, bro. Like, I go back to God and the people who are God-led, and I ask them for their guidance, their love and support, because without him, I can't do this, man. Like, I really can't be an emotional person. That's why my name is Baby Hulk. But throughout, the growth of my career and throughout listening to those who drop gems on me and me keeping it true, dear to my heart, I'm able to overcome anything, and I believe that truly in my heart. I could do anything I put my mind to.
Congratulations on your victory tonight. I think you showed great awareness in the ring. At what moment did you realize that your opponent was done and not going to fight back, so you didn't continue hitting him?
So taking you guys through the fight in the first round, I thought he was going to be more explosive. He wasn't. I seen that he was trying to just wait to see how I was going to do, and I was waiting to see what he was going to do. He came hard first forward, and I extended my arms, parried his punch down. I was just like, bro, what? Whoa. why you coming like me as an experienced fighter? You know, I'm like, why you coming in with the guns blazing? Once you run out of ammo or you don't see something, you know, you might get liable to get clipped. And I feel like that's what opened up the window. You know, him being wild, I just was calm, cool, collective. I trusted in my team. I trusted in the prayer that we, you know, said before I walked out. You know, just carrying God with me the whole way is truly the answer to everything for me. You know, I have kids that I want to see. I have two sons. You know, I haven't had the best, you know, upbringing, the best background. But the company gave me a chance, and I'm honoring them. I'm honoring my word. I'm loyal to them. I don't plan on going anywhere. I am a flown-grown bare-knuckle product that started from the beginning to the end. I'm not going anywhere. Nobody can persuade me. I'm set on this. I'm set on throwing bones to the dome, as my boy G, the cut man, would call it.
All right, there he is. Thank you. What a night, man, and I can't wait to see what you do here in BKFC. Knockout night, Juan Carlos Rivera. Thank you for joining us, man.
Thank
we appreciate you. And next up, I want to bring another great fighter, and I think it's his second fight here in the organization. He keeps showing up, man. Bobby Henry, and you know, Bobby Henry's brother, Bryce, is going to be fighting, of course, coming up October 18th, and that's in Hammond. You can get your tickets at BKFC.com. Make sure you catch that one because these brothers are on fire lately, and now we got Bobby to look at. We've seen Bryce work. Now we're seeing Bobby work. This has been incredible. If you have questions for Bobby, just raise your hand. I'll come over, and we can talk to B3.
Bobby, congratulations on your win, Rudy, with Combat Corner. Your last fight, you waited to the 5th round. Today, you know, he hit you had that shot to the back of the head, and then I guess he didn't think that you were going to come 1-2 him right there and put him out. Talk about that finish.
Shit, he gave me it. That's all I said. He gave me it, man. He pushed me down on the ground. I'm like, shit, what's next? And then I just said, all right. I got up. Clipped him with the 1-2, and I already knew he was going to get up. You know, I'm a skinny guy, but, you know, I think I hit like a heavyweight.
How excited are you for your brother's fight coming up?
He ain't shit. I'll beat his ass. But I'm excited for him, though. You know, he gonna put in the show, man. He gonna put in the show, man. He gonna fuck that boy up, Jay Lindsay, man. We're gonna do it to him.
So here. Love to see that the brotherly love has not been lost. Bobby, everybody in BKFC knows that you're one of the most prolific boxers in this sport, right? And I think you put it on display tonight. Do you think it's going to be harder for you to continue to get marquee matches because guys are going to be ducking, dodging, and diving all over you, man, and not wanting to face you?
It might be a little hard, but, you know, they see my first fight, and, you know, everybody, oh, yeah, I want a piece of him, I want a piece of him. I only trained 2 days for that fight, for my first fight. Got that incredible KO. This fight had to turn up a notch. You know, I actually trained. Feel me? Not like my first fight, I was right off the couch. But I actually trained, and, you know, you see what happens when I actually train. I still been on the ring for 5 years. You know, so each fight is going to get better, and I'm only 23. So, yeah. No problem.
Island Kordovich from Knuckles and Knives and Throwing Hands podcast. Bobby, we had you on our podcast about a week ago.
Yes,
During
sir.
our podcast, you predicted a second-round finish. How does it feel to go out and do exactly what you said you were going to do?
First off, you know, shout out to y'all, man. You know, I love y'all podcast, man. Throwing Hands podcast. Shout out to y'all. But, you know, I told y'all what I said. You know, any fighter I connect with them, they going to sleep, man. It feels great, man. You know, for my first fight, I didn't like my performance that much, even though it was an incredible KO. But, you know, this fight, I told you I was going to put the pressure. I was going to come. I was going to do it to him. And, yeah, it feels great, man.
We got one right over here.
Bobby, congratulations. What did you enjoy more, that exciting knockout you had in Salt Lake City or getting the W at the hometown crowd?
New Mexico. But I think I enjoyed this one more because friends, family, you know, when I try to KO people, I try to sleep them like my first opponent. So I'm always like my first knockout, but, you know, I'm going to like this KO more because it's around friends, family, and, you know, all y'all.
All right, there it is, man. Bobby Henry dominating tonight, showing his domination here in Hollywood. Looking for his brother Bryce to dominate October 18th in Hammond. BKFC.com if you're local. If not, drive there. It's going to be a great main event against Jake Lindsay. And this guy just on fire. I can't wait to see what else you do, Bobby. Thank you for joining us. B3, everybody. All right, and last but certainly not least, he's been patient this whole time. Let's bring him up. It's Chris Dynamite Garcia.
Chris, Rudy with Combat Corner, congratulations on your win tonight. Talk about getting back in the win column after your last fight. Obviously, that's what you need to do, but how you performed, how'd you feel in there tonight in comparison to your last fight?
I felt amazing. You know, it's a blessing to be here. Yeah, I'm very thankful. Like, I showed what I could do on a good night. Last time I was here, I showed what I could also do on a bad night. But, you know, I prepared very well. I told everyone, today I was making my debut. So that's what I put in my head mentally.
Chris Soso with Sports with Soso. It takes a real man to look at himself after a defeat, come back, start from scratch, put in the work. What are some of the things that you did differently in this camp that kind of propelled you to this excellent performance tonight?
Like I said, I just put in my head mentally that I was making my debut. Like, I trained harder. You know, I just did everything harder. Like, last time I see my daughter, she see my face, it was all beat up, and I kept putting that vision in my head. I didn't want her to see me like that again. So I just trained harder. The days I didn't feel like doing it, you know, I'm like, nah, we got to get it. We got to get right. Thank you.
Max Condrol fighting Yoel, congrats on a great victory. You know, you came in here, you are a complete star over here in South Florida. How great is it to fight in this crowd, and do you plan on possibly fighting back here very soon?
Yeah, no, it's a blessing. You know, I love the Miami crowd. You know, I love the hometown. I love to bring my family and friends out here. It's a big blessing. And, yeah, absolutely. As soon as they call me, Dave Feldman knows I'm ready. The phone rings, I answer.
Talk about the fight camp you have and the team that you have around you, from your management team to the guys that you train with. Also, you're Cuban, right? Correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, people don't know that we actually have red beards as well, man. So I want to compliment you on your beard. It's dope, man.
Thank you.
Let me know about the team that you fight with in your camp and all that.
Yeah, no, I train with the best. You know, I train, with G the Cut Man. You know, I train with John Carlos. I train with the best, out there in Young Tigers Foundation. And my team, all in management, they're the best management ever. I love them. They do everything for me. And, like, even when I'm not in camp, they call me, how you doing, this and that. And I just got the best team around me. Victor, Chris, Sam, those are my people.
Savage Combat Sports Media. Congratulations, Chris. And it's great to see you as always, man. You're a homie. I want to know, with this victory tonight and the way you solidified yourself as a threat in bare knuckle, the way everyone in South Florida has been doing, who are you setting your sights on next? Do you have anyone or anything in mind that's like on your bucket list that you really want to fight?
Well, I'm not really the type of guy to call anybody out, but I would really love to get the rematch back with Roberto Armas, respectfully, because it wasn't my night, and I wasn't feeling like myself. But whoever my team wants for me, and the fans, Dave Feldman, that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you.
All right. Chris Dynamite Garcia, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. It's great to see all these BKFC superstars. Thank you. Give it up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the press conference for tonight. Everybody stay seated, hang out, because I got to tell you, you can find out everything that's going on Tuesdays, 12:05, the Bare Knuckle Show. Make sure you're tuned in. We'll have all the latest news for you, all the fallout, all the behind the scenes, and we appreciate you so much for hanging out so late with us. Thank you. We appreciate you, BKFC fans. Let's give the fans a round of applause. I think they deserve it that are watching, right? That's from the media to you. Thank you. So long from the Sunshine State. All your info is at bkfc.com.